Good evening, Banachoto. Mujje baliko gyonna gye mutuusizzaako engalo olwaleero. Tukulisaayo the entire team that is with the president. Abakyanoonya ssaawa zino abamu ku byokulya, bano bakyanoonya waakusula. Budde we bunaakeerera, but above all we thank the Lord that basobodde otambula obulungi olunaku leero olwaleero. Tewali alumiziddwa despite the challenges that have been on the trail as usual. President afunye waasula team ekya eri safe wadde bibadde bya kusika muguwa nga mwenna mubadde mulabye. Ye nakyemalira waali okutya kweyongera on a daily basis, and that's why he acts in such a manner that is very hard to even comprehend, a manner that is inhumane, a manner that is unacceptable, a manner that is against basic human rights. So bintu bizibu bannange, bizibu, much as we didn't expect things to be easier. Mwenna abaliko mbabuuzaako good evening and good morning abali mu bitundu nga bwakakya. Mosh nga bulijjo ku Lwakyoto International. Zize tuwayeemuko. I'm so much interested today in your input. Nange nga we mbabuulira ebintu nga bwe mbiraba, and then we shall forge a way forward. Those who have questions, those who have reservations, and whatsoever the case might be, we shall talk about the situation. Today, so much has happened. You know, this is a real war, and every day a battle. You know, a war is composed of several battles, and until you win all the battles, and Muluno Lutalo tetumanyi how many battles we are going to fight, but for sure every day there is new challenges that arise. So it's very important for us to be proactive, to be very creative, and to be resilient and determined to make sure that we win and win and win. We can't do this. We can't give up. The time is no longer possible. Kufe okubanga tupowa kubanga sadaka ezikoleddwa nyingi nnyo. Obulamu obugenze bubadde bungi, ssente eziteekeddwamu zibadde nnyingi, amaanyi, amaziga, and everything ekiteekeddwamu kingi nnyo. But most important of all, what gye tulaga, what we are aiming for is what makes it very, very worthy okubeera nga we push. Because if we don't push, if we relent, mbakakasa ekintu kiba tuba kwegamba twetemeddeko ettaka. I want to first of all congratulate my president nti leero tuyingidde campaigns we ziba zaatandika ng'ennaku z'omwezi 10, leero 5 tuyingidde ennaku 21. So many days we've pushed, and it's really tugenda. We know it's not been easy. We've missed over 25 rallies so far, but we keep pushing. We know we shall get there. Tetugwamu maanyi, tulemezeeko. Today I want to address some key issues. Ziribiri, the propaganda that has been running today. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but there is a kind of narrative egezaako okufuluma. Ngenda gyogerako singa agiwa prominence oba agiwa promotion, but nga ayagala okubuusa abantu nti abasajja bano baabuliddwa kyo tukolera, baabuliddwa ebyo tugamba, kyovula batulumba from all angles, from all directions. Propaganda is one of the tools that they are using. Era kyemuva mulanze buli lwenzijja wano nsabula nnyo ekintu kya propaganda omuntu nga tamanyi mukozesa, cause like I said, propaganda is a double-edged sword. Bw'otamukozesa bulungi akuviiramu tabbo. Ekisookera ddala, let me talk about what has happened today at our National Unity Platform offices in Northern Uganda. Tulabye nga abavubuka bazze ne bakozinga havoc, ne bamenyaamenya amadirisa, ne bakuba omukyala atuula ku reception, ne babba laptops, ne babba n'essimu. Those guys bazze ne bakola ebintu ebyo ebyekisiru. Tukimanyi bakulembeddwamu and sadly omuvubuka, omuntu, abantu gwe mwayiirawo nnyo omubiri, omuntu gwe mwayagala, General Lenge. Omulenzi oyo, that boy is one of those first people who mobilized in Northern Uganda for people power, and he gained prominence, especially on social media. So many people really liked him because initially he began so well, but along the way when people reached out to him, when people supported him, when people gave him money, he started using that money for personal benefit, for personal gains. And I, for one, I think that had been like 6 months ago, we got to know about the situation, only that nga president watera okwogera tunabalabira ku bikolwa byabwe. Omukulu oyo Sebe Nyumba, he has been constructing a house, ndowooza n'okuggwa yaggwa, nga kwegamba struggle ye abadde yagufuula mulimu. So this guy, because he got so much money, when Dr. Zedriga came in, Dr. Lina, she put an end to all that uncoordinated work. Nacha ebintu byonna nga tebiri streamlined bulungi n'abikomya. Kati n'alabika nga akutte mu luwombo lw'omuvubuka oyo. Bwe yakwata mu luwombo lwe, that is where trouble began. He started abadde batera okuwuliriza ku propaganda we, he started speaking in tongues, nga omulaba ayagala kulumba, but I think he was trying to still cut a deal with the NRM guys. So today his mission has been accomplished, but the good thing is yatusanga tukategeera dda nga twabuuka nga twalabuka dda. So taking the laptops, breaking the windows, that is tekina gye kitutwala, it is taking us nowhere. Naye kituyambye. The most we can say is good riddance. You know, mu national unity platform sinalabayo member agobebwa ne bamugamba va mu party, nedda. Usually omuntu yegoba yekka oba n'avaawo n'agenda, but in this case this guy, because of his bad manners, he was told to stop mobilizing for money in the name of national unity platform. That is where the trouble came in. So kyekivuddeko havoc. And you know, omuntu nga schema, omuntu askiminga ng'oba amanyi okuteekateeka embeera, manipulating abalala, n'akitegeka, n'akiplaninga, n'aki-executinga, just like you saw what he has done, causing havoc unnecessarily, and then mudslinging in the name of Dr. Lina Zedriga. If you guys, I took this out of experience. Northern Uganda is phenomenal because of Dr. Lina Zedriga, because of Mr. Spartan Mukaju and the entire team. Obankene, Strike Machine, those guys bebayewo omubiri genuinely, ne bazimba structures, ne bakola relentlessly nga tebeebaka. These guys, olenge ye yatuuka nga struggle afa ku kintu kimu, kasente. Abajjukira abamu mwali temunnabuuka, ate nga tetera nnyo kwagala kusabula munnaffe, ddala ng'ali ku ground tetera nnyo kukyagala. Naye abaalabako omuvubuka oyo buli wiiki yabeeranga n'ensonga, either nga yakomera oba si kyekyo nga ya ddwaliro, nfunye accident nga tebiggwa. Nfunye accident nga tebiggwa, waliwo kino ekizibu, such issues nga teziggwayo all the time ng'aba nazo. So I think ye yatuuka ng'ekintu kimwanguyira nnyo okulaba nga afuna akasente. So today is the reason why he attacked, because he was stopped several months ago. Like I think like 4 months ago, he was stopped from doing such things, and that is where the enmity came in. So that is all, and I don't want to dwell so much on that because and the reason I don't want to dwell on it is because cheat drain, that is basically negative image energy, and we should just keep pushing and pushing because we just have 34 days to go, or 34 to 37 days to go. So byebyo ebizibu ebibaddewo mu Northern Uganda, naye tetubituyigula ttama, ebyo we have overcome worse. If President wabanga yawona amamundu ge baamutega, President wabanga awonye amasasa and everything, what is a young person like him, ne bwembeera nga nze moshi nze yekyanze, ne bwabeera nga yekyanze, it is nothing to this struggle. This struggle is so big. Kino sikyogera nga nsaaga, nene kati esinga ne President Kyagulanyi, n'ekye yatandika takimanyi, kye yatandikawo takimanyi, kwega takimanyi bugazi bwakyo. None of us actually knows how big this is, so no one can stop this idea because the time for the idea is now. So we should just keep pushing and also standing with the entire Northern Uganda team. Essaawa zino erabika nti eri under attack. Okukigaziyako ndowooza mwalabye ekyabaddewo Ebunyoro, something happened. Omusajja oyo yacrosses okujja mu NRM. fenga ab'ekyoto ground initiative twasituka ne tuva e Kampala ne tuvuga ne tugenda ku Lake Albert, if you remember those broadcasts nga tuli ku Lake Albert, oyo guy nga ye point of contact yaffe, ne tutwala material ne tumulekera ne tutimu ne tukizaamu amaanyi ne tutambula nabo eyo yonna gye bali ne batukwatidde, naye nga abasajja bano kwegamba balaba bo baba balinyisa vali yaabwe kulaba nga babatemera, bwe bamala obatemera nga baweta. Kati abo bo tetujja bafaako nnyo. Eyo ye Uganda. Uganda mukyalimu abantu abali mu captivity bangi nnyo nga mentally they in captivity, tebayinza obwongo bwabwe tebuyinza ku envisioninga something that is big and knowing that once we are free fenna not even a job, not even kwegamba bw'otunuulira eddembe erijja mu maaso eyo Mukama nga tukwatiddeko ne tuyingira mu Uganda empya, teriyo omulimu gwe bakuwa kaseera kano nga guli worthy to exchange with the freedom, with the beauty, with the kwegamba n'ebyo bye tugenda okunyumirwa mu Uganda empya. Naye nga bwe mumanyi ebintu bino nti n'abanaku bennyini ate be bakozesa okunyigiriza banaku bannaabwe, just like the president today has been retaliating, talking about the colonial mentality eri mu basirikale. Nakyemalira bakozesa omu ababiri ne ba RDC okutulugunya banaku bannaabwe. So guys, tubigumire ebyo mu lutalo bibaamu. Like I said, battles nyingi nnyo ze tulina okulwana, and some battles by the way zitali ddala very important. We won't win them. We shall let them go for the bigger good, for the greater good. We shall say, okay, ekyo tukitadde kiyitewo katugobe kiri ekinene ekisingawo. That is the way to go, and by God's grace byonna tugenda ku overcominga. Waliwo propaganda omulala abadde atambula, ababaddeko ku Twitter, ababaddeko ne ku Facebook kwennyini, nga bagamba president yakubye omusirikale bamwenda yadde bamuvuga, just to arrest the situation before people actually the president is very safe. Before we spread the propaganda, amanyi bana people power olumate ne propaganda atukuba fefe nyine bamwesasanyiza mwogerako tuleme kubeera nga tumusasanya, naye tumanye how to rebuttal, how to defend ourselves against such. Most people abatategedde embeera yabaddewo nga batutayiza. Waliwo bwe twali tuyingira Jinja Town coming from Kayunga, we were diverted into a rural road, and after just 500 meters into the rural road, these guys ne batuggalira emabega ne maaso ne tubeera wakati nga balayinze in ambush in the swamp eyabaddewo, ne balyoka basumulula tiyagasa atabanga nawo. Those guys caused all sorts of issues, ne batukuba ne bakola byonna. Kakati ne bakwata abaana bamu ne babawamba ne babaggalira mu trunk ya kaprima akabaddewo mwabadde mwesigwa, whatever was happening. So in the confrontation, the president wanted to know the identity of this RPC who was causing this havoc. So nam unmasking. Abazanyi nga bimanyi NRM right now eri desperate n'okusinga ffe kubanga kyewunyisa nti be bali mu buyinza, but they look more scared. These guys bwe babulangiti oba bwe bakkanzu yakutya kati be bajambadde nti beekwata ku buli kasubi ne bwe kaba kawewuka nnyo ng'akakowekowe, they hold on to it hoping that it is going to save them. Kumbe nothing is saving them in this situation. Nothing is going to save them, nothing whatsoever. So they are saying president was exposing the RPC to COVID biki naye kintu kiri kimu ekyokuddamu abantu abo ddala Andrew Mwenda, Don Wanyama, those spinners abakulu mubamanyi n'abalala abatonotono kyeboogerako tebakitegeera. And secondly, you're operating in a situation that is totally abnormal. Bo batunuulira kujjako muntu mask, tebamanyi bulamu bufiiriddwa bwe tufiiriddwa mu nnaku zinaabiri ze twakatambula. You wish that even ne presidential, when you look at the cost of life eyakayiika mu nnaku abiri at the hands of the dictator, you wish these presidential elections were postponed, because no life is worthy to be shed in the name of anything. Kubanga life is sacrosanct. Life is sanctity. Is something that is sacred. Is the right word to use. Life is sacred. It shouldn't be shed like that, especially life getting innocent. And the blood that is shed right now is innocent blood. So bano aboogera just because RPC president yamugyeko mask tumulabe bulungi, tulabe omuntu eyabadde amenya amateeka, because this guy was a criminal. Remember, like I've told you, batudivertinze ne batuza mu kyalo naye nga tawuni gye batudivertinze ebulako kilomita tezisukka na 10 ne batuza mu kyalo. We know the intention is for us not to hold these rallies, kyokka batudivertinze ate ne batuteega nga balinga abataddeyo trap nti batuttireeyo. No sooner had we reached ebiggwa nga tetunnabikwata nako nga tuli awo, abasiru ne balyoka basumulula tear gas owa buli kika. In a space of about 1 minute, 8 comrades had already been handcuffed and arrested. Abamu babatadde mu bbutu l'emmotoka babatadde ku kabanga ly'emabega. No charges, nothing whatsoever to justify the arrest. Kwegamba n'olaba nga bano abasajja bannange, both they are murderers, like you all know. They are just people who are detractors and people who are trying to okutumalamu amaanyi, okutumalako kino kye twasimbula. Momentum yaffe lunaku olukeera beebuuza, how do they stop this? How do they stop us? Tebakitegeera. These guys are right now lost. You know, they have tried to walk after us. They've tried to walk before us. They have tried to walk besides us, but still they cannot understand who we are. They keep getting lost. Wali obaddeka uno oyagala okukoppa omuntu naye nga buli kimu akoleka bulesi. Like at one time I told you, bano mukukoppa batuuka n'okukoppa umbrella, which is our party symbol, nabo ne bazikoppa. Ate no kino kyo kikatinga across everywhere. Everything we do, they want to redo it, they want to imitate it, and in the process they are getting lost. And out of that frustration, mwe muva okutukuba, mwe muva okutta, mwe muva emivuyo gyonna. Yesterday mwalabye 2 districts, Luuka ne Kamuli, tebakubye ku tear gas yadde kanistem. Naye the moment we twasimbudde okuva e Kamuli to go to Jinja, ne batandikirawo okusumulula there and then. Noweebuuza ng'abantu bali peaceful nga tuvuga speed tetulwa nawo, already tuli mu districtszetulina okuba mu legally, naye nga bano abayaaye bakulaga nti bo they are out to attack us, out to attack. Kati abasajja bano ne kikulaga nti they are clueless of how to handle us. Bo kati basigaza kimu, violence. Therefore, let us just continue to be firm. Let us continue to stand up to them. Let us continue to speak against these evils. And this is why I come in to request all of us as much as possible to try and post in English, comment in English. Let us try to make our conversations, our broadcasts that are to have a bigger audience, an audience that is international. Because once you stick to one local language, many people won't understand what is going on. No one will understand what is happening because Facebook does not translate our messages directly. And the best way we can really appeal to the international community, not just the international community, but to make the struggle everybody's business is by using a common language, a common factor that everyone can subscribe to, and that is the English language. Tugezeko nyo. And I kindly request those that are broadcasting live nga musobola oluzungu, mulimu baganda baffe abatasobola dukozesa nnyo, but those who can use English well, fluently, please try as much as possible to broadcast in English. And I know our hope is not going to come from the international community. We know that very well. Naye tetulina kukowoola. Let us make this everybody's business. Let us try as much as possible to make this struggle everybody's business. Let everyone try to understand what is happening. As we get evidence of those human rights violations, let us try as much as possible to use English, because we need to keep mentioning the names of these guys, the RPCs and DPCs. We need to keep mentioning the kind of atrocities they are committing. We need to explain to the world why they are doing or behaving in such and such a manner, because we very much know that we are not alone in this. We are so many people. Right now, actually, People Power is a global movement. It's no longer just a Ugandan thing. It is global. Chile global. It's global. It's global. Yeah, so let me go through some of these comments that you are sharing here. Toya Agnes is saying, "True talk, thank you." I like who don't know Luganda, the guy who blocked our NUP office, our story laptop. is the one of our ex-comrade. Very true. He belongs in the same caliber of Bosmika team or team. He's in the same caliber of these full figures, same caliber of these Bajos. All those belong to the same caliber. So Olenge is no different from those guys. Let me see. John Bosco Ndale is saying Uganda is for all of us. The dictator must fall together. We are removing the dictator. Exactly. Let me see. Mwesigwa that is Sato Gabi Namagembe Safina. So you don't see. Let me see. Let us try to have a discussion. I know I have so much to say, by the way, but out of respect and love for the way you interactive is the reason why I'm choosing to read your comments. So let us try to be interactive. Let us share comments that are more interactive. Nemekubanga njogera nze kanzeka. Senkanja, in a state where those who pretend to be so bright like Andrew Mwenda are busy preaching the gospel of let's wait from 7 to get tired, we really have a big job to wake up our people. Exactly. And me, one thing I've learned to do when we're on this campaign trail, especially as we interact with these security operatives, I try to tell them what exactly is happening. For instance, yesterday, Mwesigwa was seated in his premium comfortably. The AC was running. He was in the comfort of his car on phone giving commands, calling and calling and calling and calling, and giving commands that were fake. The police commanders who were firing tear gas at us, they were suffering together with us. They were breathing in the tear gas, they were sniffing it, and they were also coughing, and they were having teary eyes. So I engaged one of them. I told them, do you want to tell me that you don't deserve to be seated inside the car also giving these kind of commands, or actually doing better for the good of the country? Do you want to tell me that that gentleman seated in that primo is special, is that different from you? Why do you want to tell me that you are supposed to be firing tear gas and someone else is supposed to be commanding? If all of you went through the same training school, why shouldn't it be you or someone else, but it has to be a Mwesigwa seated in that premium? So we try as much as possible to enlighten these police guys, and in the process, some of them start seeing reason. We know because they are commanded to do so, some of them continually remain basigaranga very violent. But if we keep talking to them, hitting them hard with facts, some of them shall wake up, and before you know it, Uganda ijja kuba free. These guys bajja kukyusa enneeyisa. Buffalo Soldier is saying, Moshmo, you're doing a great job in the field, and this is appreciated. Thank you, brother. Banange Bobby a good demo batemu. No, Vagala Basawa zino. No, it's not true. These guys were compromised, even if it's a claiming rent. Those guys are General Oleng and stuff, they're like that. Let us not get frightened. They're doing, let me see. They're doing everything to intimidate us so that we give up. Exactly. One thing I love about our struggle is most of us are now lit. Tebakyasobola kutuferafera ebyo bya kisiru. We know exactly. We see their tricks. Mairo kikumi maaso. Kambawo ekyokulabirako. Yesterday, the moment they diverted us from the main road, nga tugende Jinja, we just get to know that the intention was for them to cancel our last rally. Because trust me, what was going to happen in Jinja was going to be phenomenal. Remember in the morning when we were going to Luka, we passed through Jinja, but you saw the crowds already. Yet we didn't even get closer. We didn't go through the town. We went past the bridge, then we went past the police barracks and the road that goes to Iganga until we branched off to Luka. But the crowds that were there, the police had to waylay and create roadblocks to stop these people from okutugoberera. Naye ng'olabira ddala vibe eri waggulu. Kati njagala weebuuze, jjukira twavuze n'abaana okuva eruuka ne tuvugira essaawa 2 oba 3 ne tuyingirawo ekamuli n'abaana. Abaana be bamu ne basimbula okuva ekamuli nga bali ready okulumba ejjinja. Kati gwe imagine nga vibe eyo yonna ne tufuluma nayo kamuli ne tugiyingiza jjinja. Jjinja yabadde egenda kuyimirira. Jjukira Bosco Day akavaayo just one day. Kati twabale tugenda kumuswaza, kyovula yakoze kyonna ekisoboka okulaba nga tetumuswaza diverting. We know the arrests were just a ploy to delay us. Kati kansooke mbabuulireko kuba bano bakyali bafala nnyo nga tebalowooza tetutegeera. Batudivertinze. Bwe bamaze tudaivertinga ne bayimiriza drone eyo gye mumanyi eri branded ne logo za people power ne bajazaayaza ng'emmotoka nkalu olwamaze abaana ne babasiba naye tebabasibisiza handcuffs nga bulijjo wabula bakozesezza erinnya linvudde mutwe buno obuntu buno bwa plastic mubutegeera obwo ababeera e Kampala KCC ebwesibisaawo amaduuka gaffe bwe bakozesezza obwo URA bwekozesa ne babasiba abaana bonna nga babasibye wamu emikono nga gyegasse. So basically nga tebalina nonna gye babatwala kubanga nearby balina kano akamotoka ke twakazaako erinnya lya Nalufeenya kaabaddewo nearby singa yabadde serious arrest. These guys badde bajja kukwata abaana babateeke munda mu kamotoka ako babeere omwo babatwale yonna gye babatwala singa babadde n'omusango. Naye basically it was to disorganize us. Kyova olaba nga baatuuse nga n'ekyo tugamba tebakirina nga bali awo naye mukama nga bw'atali anguzi mu kyalo gye twayise you saw the crowds, you saw the reception we got era okumaliriza nga kitukolera bukolezi. So these guys are just using these tactics okusookera ddala to derail us kututeeka mu mbeera eyo ya busungu kwegamba kutujja ku mulamwa. They want to get a reason okubeera violent gye tuli and every time as much as possible they try and try. So the fact is we are lit, we know where they're going, we know their game plan. Tumanyi baba tebannasimbula na kusimbula nga ffe already tutegedde kye bazzaako and the only thing that is helping us to go forward is the grace of God. That is the reason that lwaki tusobodde okutuuka wano. And most ekyokubiri, the leadership of our president. Mukama banaye yatuwa president in the right time because I don't know how this revolution bwe yanditambudde nga under different leadership. Simanyi oba n'okubaawo yandibaddewo kubanga yesterday mwalabika yaddeyo ebisefeesi yonna twatuuse nga president amwokya ebibuuzo byakumukumu ebibuuzo nga bya every time gaaya amagezi ne gamwesiba n'agamba let me talk to my boss, let me talk to my commander. N'ajjayo essimu bwe yajjayo essimu ne tugamba yogera nga tuwulira, let the command come in nga tuwulira. Kumbe gaaya yadde amukubira nga yali mu primo. I know you saw this in the live broadcast. Gaaya we yali alabye nga tumwetoolodde nnyo n'ayagala ayingire emmotoka. President amugamba osaaga bw'oba oyingira emmotoka ngenda kuyingira mbeerewo. Kugamba twatuuse nga balinga abagezaako okubba enjovu ng'ekintu tekikyasoboka. Naye nga mu byonna nti these guys they want to psychologically break us. Baagala tukoowe mu bwongo. They want us to be tired, they want us to be scared, they want us they want to disorganize us psychologically so that we start making errors and sleep so that they can catch us unaware. But the very beauty about this is each other day that goes by, psychologically we are building this tuguma, we're getting stronger, we're getting more serious. Kati kubaana babeera ne president, no one is even scared about the noise that comes from the tear gas. No one is, we know bane tear gas ono mukasi oli wa bulijjo, like we said, this is the tear gas that makes you puke. Once you inhale this tear gas in huge amounts, you like it or not, your stomach will be upset and you will puke. That is the kind of situation these guys are batutaddemu. Naye byonna ebyo psychologically we've built up a resistance nti nothing can divert us from the mission gye tuliko. Nti yesterday's situation was quite unique compared to what I saw in these other sieges. Bulijjo bamanyi okutufundiza awantu nga waliwo ku bantu. But in this case, batufundiriza ku bantu nga it is basically the president and his entourage. Strictly, there were no other people, but locals njoba banatutaasa. So netutuuka nga it is just about 30 to 40 people against this army of anti-terrorism police. Naye olw'okuba nti we've seen people die before our own eyes, which is very, very absurd. We've seen that with our own eyes. We've seen people who have been injured beyond recognition before our own eyes. Kakati ekintu ekyo nekituteerawo embeera eguma. We know si kyangu kumanyiira kufa, kumanyiira musaayi and everything. But these guys, bonga balowooza nti bo nga balowooza nti batuteekamu kutya, batuleetera kuguma. Abantu muli mu comments wama puking is puking kwe kutanaka kale kwe kusesema abaana muli mu people pam kwe kunyampa. That is wrong. That is wrong. Puking kwe kusesema. That is gross, I know naye. So abasajja bano bo balowooza nti buli we batutulugunya balowooza batukanga. Naye every time they do that, we are just building psychologically, our brains are getting used that people no longer fear anything, be it prison, be it death, be it torture. Abana tebakyalina kye batya because we want to see Uganda free. That is the intention. So at this juncture, let me talk about some of the comrades abali makomera. Bannanga abaana bangi, kino nkiddamu nti abaana bangi kyolumu ne wootandikira wakubula ng'oggyeko these notable people like Norbert Ariho, Jamshid Kavuma ne Serunkuuma. Jamshid Kavuma ekirungi nti ye location ye emanyikiddwa ne balooya bamutuuseeko si leero lwokka but even yesterday the people were there. Serunkuuma civilian ali military barracks, tetumanyi na nsonga lwaki baamukwata naye ali Makindye. Ali Makindye ali Makindye mugundi military barracks. Lawrence Nampijja weefuge civilian ali Makindye military barracks. Then Ariho ali Kireka ku SIU. Naye nga byonna abasajja bye bakola. Kateno kambabuulireko lwaki arrests zino ziriwo. Nabwe mbagambye, these guys are trying as much as possible to understand the kind of people we are. They want to know the force behind Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu because bano abasajja batuwaayiriza ebisiyaga ne bibalema. Ne batuwaayiriza, they have tried to accuse us of all sorts of illegalities and kugamba zonna social misbehaviors byonna babituwaayiriza ne bigaana. They have done everything possible okulaba nga kugamba batutamya public, batutamya kugamba naffe twetame tugambe tuli mu kintu kikyamu ne bigaana. Kati they want to know the secret. Kyama kiddala ekiriwo ki ekiwaga abaana bano? What is pushing us? Bo tebakimanyi. Bo balowooza nti waliyo ekyama ekikusike. Ne kati kankyogere wano openly, let me tell these guys, NRM psychophants, NRM hooligans, kubanga kye kibagwanidde. There is no secret in people power. The reason why we are standing up, the reason why we are marching, the reason why we are trying as much as possible to overthrow the dictator, to remove the dictatorship, the reasons are very simple. Because of the many broken promises since 1986. Mutusuubiza eggulu ku nsi for all those many years. But tetubirabyeko for the past 35 years, and we are saying enough is enough. Secondly, amaaso gaffe gali open. We know very well the situation that is in our health, the situation in which our health system is. We know what is happening in the education sector. We know the levels of unemployment. We know the amount of corruption. We know the level of nepotism in this country. That is the secret that is keeping people power moving. And until you address those issues, kyemanya ate temuzisobola. People power terisirika, people power terikoma, people power egenda kubajja mu buyinza. That is the fact. Oba nkaddemu mu luntya, ekyama kya people power kye kino, bye bisuubizo eby'obulimba nga bikolebwa gavumenti ya NRM ekulemberwa Tibuhaburwa. Ekyokubiri ly'ettemu erisukkiridde. Ekyokusatu ye buli bw'enguzi n'obusosoze mu family, sijja gayita mawanga kozi kiri ddano na family basis. Ekyokuna kwegamba y'enfuga embi n'okulinnyirira eddembe ly'Abannayuganda kyekyama kya people power. And until you address those issues, until you address them, people power is here to stay. So no matter the person you arrest, because I think you arrested Norbert, because he's been so close with the president, thinking that maybe he's going to give you some secrets. There is no secret whatsoever you shall get from him, because everything we do as people power is done in plain sight, is done before the cameras. Everything, nothing is edited. Everything we do is in plain sight. So people power is not here just for the sake of being here. We are here to change everything about the current evils that are happening in Uganda. So, my dear friend, let me even say this. Museveni tolimanya muntu mutuufu wa kugula mu people power kugisaanyaawo. You'll never get to know the right person to bribe, the right person to buy, the right person to kill to end people power. I'm telling you this. Tolimanya ani wa kugula. You will never get to know who to buy, because people power is beyond your comprehension. People power can't fit within your mind, can't fit within your head. People power is something that is so big. Like I've told you, even the president himself, our president, this thing is beyond him. It's beyond me, Mosh. It's beyond Pamkawa. It's beyond everyone. So there is nothing you can ever do to stop this momentum that began 3 years ago. To Sibiramu State House, the only thing you can do to stop people power is by getting out of that seat that you are occupying illegally after raping the constitution. Besides that, there is no one you will kill, there is no one you will arrest, there is no one you will make to disappear and abduct to end people power. I'm telling you the truth. You know, campaign trail, I look at this other side. And if you go to my personal account, you see the kind of photos I post. Those photos, I take them, like when the cameras are focusing this side, I want to focus on this other side, especially the crowds. There is this thing, I don't know who began that thing. I've been looking at mpita mu bifaananyi byenkubi, and everyone, omukadde, omuvubuka, everyone, maybe kino ekyekikonde tukimanyi president Kyagulanyi yakitandika, naye ekyokuddukira ku misinde badduka enno bagamba tuli mu struggle. And sometimes I just laugh and laugh and laugh. I've seen people who are disabled with feet that disabled. I've seen young kids, I've seen old people running after the president. And I mean, the president has never told them that the moment I come into your area, start running. Because these people do it involuntarily. The love, the momentum, the warmth. I'm lost for words. So, you guys, what abambuza account yange moshmo nga mulengera my name on screen. Nayenga, what am I trying to say is this: Ugandans, they only want one thing. The reason why they are standing up is basically Bagusa Amaso, and the president has done something that is amazing, something that has never been thought about. And this is why I want to thank everyone that is contributing in ways unimaginable, especially ways that are constructive to the struggle. I salute you. You are a true revolutionary. You are real. You are kwegamba fabali ku ground tugumira ku olumu abatali ku ground. Olumu muleta advice ennungi. Olumu mukwata mu nsawo ne muteekamu akasente ne mutukubira mutusabira. Most people you pray. You pray for us, and that is so humbling. Kubanga, I'll be honest with you. We can't pray from one campaign venue to another. And we know without God we wouldn't be where we are today. And someone needs to keep praying and praying and praying. Someone needs to continually be on their knees, praying for us, praying for this thing to go where it is supposed to go. So all of you prayer warriors, abasala, abasiba, for this, Bananga, I salute you. Thank you so much for that sacrifice as well. Prayer has played a very big role in advancing this struggle. I'm telling you, whatsoever is happening is beyond human intelligence. It's beyond human abilities. It is the grace of God that is sustaining us. I'm telling you, every day we are in this, we are walking through. the valley of death. Every day addala abo abali kumpi ne president. Yesterday abasajja bano babuuliddwa answers ez'okuwa president ne bababuwa command tibakube tear gas. That is the command that came in. Bakube tear gas, and that is how Nubian Lee got hit. Wano today mbaddeko ne Dan Magic nga twogeramu awo. He's recuperating mpola mpola, mwebale mubeereramu. Thank you for continuously checking on him. Naye nga kwegamba ffena twebuuza bano abasajja, the intention is what? Why would they want to kill people who are unarmed? There is a very short clip I shared yesterday. It's less than a minute. Nengo omusajja akutte a machine gun that is supposed to be used, let's say, when you are looking for terrorists, I would say. That's the kind of machine gun these guys were holding to fight, to stop us. And I was like, you guys, is it justifiable for you to be holding this kind of machine gun? And I challenged one of them. I asked them, during training, aren't you trained on how to use, how you're going to use your weapons? What kind of weapons are you going to use in dealing with civilians and also dealing with, let's say, people who are terrorists or who are robbers? Because for us, we went to these guys when the only thing we had was our feet, our eyes, and maybe our mouth. And these guys, bonga bakulaga nti ate no nga bali ku trigger bwe bati. And I'm just saying, mukama ngoli wa amaanyi. Bano abasajja be balina ebyokulwanyisa, be balina sente zaffe, be balina buli kimu. Naye ate okutya be bambadde, they are the ones putting on a kanzu y'okutya be bambadde kwegamba. Era bane, God is amazing, because it is us who are supposed to be afraid, because we don't have the weapons they have. With the constitution, they can manipulate it to their pleasure. Tewali kye tulina ng'oggyeko Katonda, but it's them in fear and in panic. Anyway, that is the kind of guys we are. Oh, the president is live on CNN. Okay, and for that case, I think I don't know if it is an interview. I don't know if it is a broadcast. If it is a broadcast, then I better end this. But I want to thank you guys. Thank you so much for standing with us. We have comrades who are in prison, like I told you. Banji nyonyo. We have comrades who are in hospital. Banji nyonyo nabo. And we try as much as possible to reach out to them. And we have comrades who are on ground. Katinga, Bemuchimanyi. I know you know each and everything. I thank you all for always standing with people, for always sponsoring the different activities, for pushing our president, for everything that each one of us is doing. It's amazing, and I salute you all for what you're doing. Thank you so much. Nenga tukyagezaako abamu bambi babasalira dda mu makomera, abalala buli omu kwegamba alina kyayitamu, buli omu alina kyayitamu ng'okusomoozebwa kungi, naye nga tekitujja ku mulamwa. Let us keep pushing. If we keep pushing, we shall overcome. God is with us. Tomorrow, by God's grace, we shall talk more about how the dictator has been exposed in all these things. There are several ways I think we can look at this from a broader perspective, and I would love it to be interactive. Besides that, I want to thank you all for always tuning in and for always spreading this message, for always sharing, and for always standing in your right places as you play your different roles in advancing this struggle. Thank you so much. Mbadde moshmo abana Kyoto mwena mbebaza Kyoto administration ba presenter Sema Isma ku live oli nnyo mutalya ku YouTube. I salute you, comrade Dorothy Williams, Iron Lady Patricia, thank you so much okubangako naawe nojja n'owadde kyo. Ivan Bruce, Fazil, Jaffa, Easy, Eva, everyone bannange okola omulimu gw'amaanyi nnyo. Serexi oba waddawa bakumbuuza. Ivan Bruce nkwogeddeko. Rogers nasemba kulaba luli na China. Mukomeewo tupushinge ekintu tutuuse ku finish line. This is not the time to slumber. From me and the entire Kyoto, we wish you a great evening and afternoon and a good night.